Hello and welcome back to the Moldyworm Game channel. My name is Moldyworm4975 and today is going to be the first live stream, sort of the Sunday live stream series that I'm going to be doing. It's sort of a new thing that I'm testing out. I want to stream a lot more because it's enjoyable for you guys to watch. You can interact with me directly, and it's also another way for me to put YouTube videos out there for you guys. So I won't be doing very many videos lately because it is exam season coming up and I do have end of year exams for school. So I want to put out at least one video for you guys each week, and the best way for me to do that is to stream for you guys every Sunday. I don't ever do anything on a Sunday. In the evening when you're all home from work is the best time to stream. So Sunday streams are going to be a regular thing for you guys, and they'll always be at the same time every week, except for this week is going to be an exception. But they'll always be from 4 till 6 every Sunday unless I announce it otherwise. So you guys can tune in, you'll know exactly what time they're going to be, and they're always going to be on a Sunday. So you guys can tune in if you want to. So currently there's nobody actually watching. We're going to be playing the Crew 2 today. As you can see in the background, I've got my nice 69 Dodge Charger in the background for you guys, or on the gameplay you can see. I have a feeling today we're just going to be sort of messing around a bit on the Crew. I'm actually going to take this Charger outside. We're going to take it for a little spin, I think. But I have been thinking about doing a to do. I still have a few of those that I need to do actually. But yeah, you can see the map a bit better now. Is there actually a way we can play it? I've not played the Crew 2 in quite a while, so obviously that's why I wanted to play it for you guys tonight. I've actually just backed out the map. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so those are going to be annoying. We'll just have to put up with having these on the map. At the moment we are over here. We're sort of we're at the top sort of part of Los Angeles. Just over here you can see we're at the house just over here. And I do quite fancy doing a road trip, maybe heading up to San Francisco, so we might have a drive along the coast up here, up to San Francisco. We might go up to the Bay Area or something like that. We might head over here to the racetrack, maybe go do some racing up there, and then we might head to Las Vegas. I think there's a racetrack somewhere in Las Vegas. I have just got an alert that the internet is apparently not sufficient for me actually to stream at the moment, but I am actually watching this. It's a bit sad. I'm watching my own stream back on the iPad just below the camera, and it seems to be working alright. If I move the camera around, yeah, it is still showing up on the thing, so I think we're okay. I'm not quite sure what that alert was, but anyway. So yeah, we might head up to San Francisco and then head over to Las Vegas, and then I don't know, from there where could we go? Maybe head to New York and maybe then down to Miami if we get time. So recently I did actually go on a holiday trip to Florida. So I went all the way down to the Florida Keys, all the way down here. So I did see some of this you can see on the map now, I actually stayed in Miami for a few nights. We were all the way down here at South Beach in Miami, all the way along this front. So we might have a head into Miami and yeah, have a little look over there. I did actually go to the Miami Harbour, and it's actually amazing. Now that I look at this, it's actually amazing how similar it is to real life. That's quite amazing. They don't have all the buildings, obviously, that are the same. So some of the buildings are a bit different, but the main layout is actually quite similar, which is quite amazing, actually. So I've obviously been here in real life, and when you compare it to real life, it is quite similar. We have one person watching. I think that is myself on the iPad, so I don't think we have anybody watching right now. We're going to be streaming till 5 o'clock this evening, so it's currently 7 minutes past 5. So stream's going to be about 2 hours roughly. So there's a few people around up here actually. Are these any people I know? I don't think these are any of my friends. Oh, the map is doing a thing. I don't quite know what's happening there. I'm just going to have a drink while we're waiting. Please do not say it has crashed. Otherwise we're going to have a small issue. I think the game might have crashed. We might have to just restart the game in a moment. I'll just give it a couple of seconds, just see if it does anything. But it doesn't look likely. It does show. Oh, there we go. It has done it now. It did show in the bottom that it was loading, so that's why I wanted to wait before I actually. Who's this? Oh, that's quite funny. So this guy is in the R34 Skyline, which, if you didn't know, is actually Brian O'Connor's car from the it's actually Brian O'Connor's car from the Fast and Furious films, and currently I am in Dom's 69 Dodge Charger. I basically tried to make it look like the Dom's Charger from Fast and Furious 7, which is quite funny. So I made a Crew 2 video the other day about some of the things that need to be fixed in the Crew 2, and I did actually mention in that video that we have this now. It's the chat, so you'll see we can if I press down on the D-pad, which used to be the horn, but now horn is if you click in the left analog stick, then that's now the horn, like it is on GTA. So but if you press down on the D-pad, you can select these, and then you just select the one that you want, like that, and then you'll see at the bottom of the screen it says switch category. So there's like different things that you can have right here. Somebody did just say hi to me, but I don't think it was this guy, it was a different guy. I just want to see actually if I can get a photo of these two together. Oh, it doesn't show up with that guy there. I thought because he was in sort of not passive mode, but because he's in like he's in the map or something, I thought he might be able to take a photo of the two together, because it's quite a good photo, but unfortunately not. So yeah, just showing some of the new features off there. And quickly, before we set out on our road trip, I want to quickly show you sort of a new feature, and that is the new live summit. So this is the live summit. You can see here, if I click on this, I don't actually play the live summit. It's not really something I'm interested in because it's a bit of a grind. So yeah, it's not really something that interests me, but it was in the original Crew game, and I know it's something that a lot of people have been asking for. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have it in the game, just personally doesn't interest me. But I know a lot of people like it, so yeah, why not have it in the game? You know, it's not affecting me. If I don't like it, I don't have to do it. It's that simple. So basically you compete in different sort of events like this, and then you sort of earn cars and stuff. I don't honestly know how it works, but there's a theme each week. So this week is called Untamed Italians, as you can see there, and then in the bottom right you can see that it says Flying Germans coming soon, so that'll be next week's theme. So that's a really cool thing there. We actually have got some comments from Next to Games 123. He says, "How old are you?" I am 17 years old. I was 17 in February, so I'm currently learning to drive. It's going quite well. So yeah. But we also have the new, just trying to find out how we get to that, because I don't actually know. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I think if we back out of this, that's how we do that. If we go to this one, I think. No, that's live contracts. That's not what I wanted. Is it the Far Beyond Store shop? Here we go. So if you go to the Far Beyond store in the HQ area, and if you use the bumpers to switch between these, we have the new vanity feature. So the original customization for all the cars is still there, but we now have vanity customization, which, as you can see, is quite extravagant. We have these coloured wheels, so it actually colours the wheels. It's kind of obvious what it does. You can see the tyre around the outside is green, so if you apply it to your car, the tyre will be green. And we also have this tyre smoke, so you can get multicoloured tyre smoke, which, as the name suggests, it changes colour as you're sort of spinning. But then you can also just get one colour of smoke, so you can just get green smoke, as you see here. We've got some different tyre options, and I think there's a way to preview them. I can't quite remember how you do it though. I don't want to buy any of them. There was a way to... Oh, it tells you all the cars that you can apply it to. But there was a way to sort of preview it, and I can't quite remember how. Oh, here we go. So I think it only works with the tyre smoke. You hit. There we go. You hit sort of the big pad thing. So you hit the centre bit there, and it allows you to preview it. And whatever car you're sort of in, I guess it puts it on that. So I was in the Dodge Charger and it's put it on that. So it has it, so you can see in the bottom middle there it says preview. Let's put it on. Let's put some pink tyres on. Oh, that just looks ridiculous. But yeah, you can see, you can preview it even on, which is quite nice. And then you can also get the neon ones. Let's have a look what they look like. Oh, so they sort of glow, I guess. They're actually quite cool. I do like those. If you had sort of one of the new they've added the Lamborghini Egoista to the game, which is the new Lamborghini. So if you put it on a car like that, I guess it will look quite good. But these are sort of more, these sort of simpler ones, like this one is more the kind of tyre that you'd want on a car like this. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like that. So it actually keeps the wheel, it keeps the wheel. You can see it's still got the wheels on there, but then it adds the tyre lettering on. So that's quite cool if you're going for like that looks quite cool on a classic muscle car. You've got the tyre rating because they usually did have that. We couldn't previously put that on, so let's have a look what this one's like. Oh, that's a bit too much, I think. But it's kind of cool. So if you had like a NASCAR or something and you wanted to put that on, I think that looks quite cool. So yeah, that's just some of the new features that we've got there. So we're going to continue on our, well, we're going to start our road trip, I guess. And I want you guys to let me know what car you want me to drive. What car haven't I driven for a while that I would quite like to drive? A Chevy Impala. It's a nice car. Haven't driven the Dodge Challenger much. I'm a Dodge man myself, so you'll see a lot of my cars are Dodge. We've got the Shelby GT500. That's the Eleanor car. I've not actually made it look like Eleanor, but you can if you want to, from the Gone in 60 Seconds. We've got the 911 Turbo. We've got the Camaro. I do like the Camaro. Oh yeah, we've also got, this was added in the Hot Shots update, the 2009 sorry, ZR1. That's a nice car. I do like that. We got the TVR Griffith. That was added in the previous update. Oh, we've got the Cadillac Eldorado. I've not driven this a whole lot, so might be taking that out. We've got the Hellcat. That's nice. We got the Mini. That's supposed to look like my car, but it's the new version. Just in case you didn't know. Got the Ford GT. That's a nice car. You know, oh, I didn't know I actually owned this car. It's the Spiker, and that's a Dutch car. That's quite nice. And I didn't know I had the Cayman either. That's quite nice. I think for now we're just going to take the Dodge Charger because it's a car that I like. And oh, this guy's got the Pagani Zonda, I think. I don't know whether that's the F1 or not. Whoa. We've got another comment from Drive and Adventure Gamer. He says, "Hello mate, how is it going?" It's going very well, thank you mate. We've not got a lot of people watching, so yeah, could do with a few more people watching, but apart from that it's going pretty well. I keep clicking on the wrong thing. I do want to start this road trip off. I'm just trying to set a waypoint and I keep clicking the wrong thing. We're going to go up to San Francisco, and where are we going to go? Oh, should we go to the Golden Gate Bridge? We'll go to the end of the Golden Gate Bridge. That's over here, and we'll go to the harbour, shall we? We'll go over here to this. This is like a interesting sort of place here. I think this is one of them hovercraft places. So we'll go there, I think. I'm just trying to find a good waypoint to get to there, because we can't get in here for the barriers, so just trying to find how we get in there. We'll just, oops. We'll just put our waypoint right here. There we go. And we'll just back out of the map. So we got 2 people watching, which actually means we've got 1 person watching because 1 person is myself on the iPad. And have a drink before we set off. And you know what? I think we're going to have a little bit of first person camera for this. Just quickly though, this is another one of the new features they have added in the Hot Shots update, and that is the racing line is now above your sort of car, so you can see it better. So it does still show up on the mini-map. My driving is atrocious. But it also appears above now, so you can see it a little bit. So we'll go for a bit of first person camera there. We got another comment from Drive and Adventure Gamer. He says, do you know how many people are in Finland? I do not know how many people in Finland, although I think it's not very much. One of the sort of Scandinavian countries I know is quite big, but there's like not many people live there. It's like one of the least populated countries, I think. I don't know whether it's Finland or one of the other countries, but yeah, if you know, let us know in the comment section. Whoa. Go for the nitros, I think. Oh, bit of boost. Oh, that's nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. My driving is not very good. I'm used to driving on GTA, so GTA is a bit more responsive than the Crew 2. Crew 2 is a bit more realistic, so if I crash like that every now and then, just ignore it. Oh, we've actually got the answer. Drive and Adventure Gamer says there's over 6 million people in Finland. So, yeah, interesting little fact there. I have just realised, so one of my dream cars obviously is Classic Mini, but my second dream car is actually a 69 Dodge Charger, exactly like this, with the blower on the bonnet, with the supercharger, but it's not actually a very easy car to drive because the blower, you know, the bug catcher for the supercharger is right in the line of vision, so it is quite difficult. I have just noticed that. I'm trying to keep it on the road as best I can. We're doing over 100 miles an hour, so you know we're doing a pretty good speed there. We're coming up to a speed trap. I think we beat it. Yeah, we beat it. Whoa! The screen flashed and I couldn't see a thing. Back it up, back it up. I can't get back on the road there. Handbrake turn. There we go. We've got another comment from Drive and Adventure Gamer. He says, how did you get that thing over under the screen? I'm not quite sure what you mean, mate. You're gonna have to be a bit more specific. If you mean the writing at the bottom of the screen, if you go into the settings and you go to broadcast settings, there's an option to tick for a comment at the bottom of the screen. So you've got to make sure that you check that you do want that. Once you've ticked that, it will appear with like a text box and you can type in whatever you want, and it gives you a little preview. So if that's what you mean, then yeah. If that's not what you meant, then yeah, just be a bit more specific. Oh, we're bouncing off every wall. I'm actually going to go back into third person because it's a bit easier driving. I don't usually drive in first person, so I am semi-competent driver in third person. Whoa. I feel like this is going to be quite a long road trip because we're not going very fast. Oh, we've got a big slide going on there. Yeah, so the sentence underneath, yeah, basically if you go into your PlayStation settings and you go to broadcast settings and you go to advanced settings, so first you have to go to the share settings or something like that, and then it's broadcast settings and advanced settings, and one of the options is for I can't remember exactly what it says. I only found it before this stream, so I didn't know you could get that previously, but you go into that, and then there's an option that you have to tick. I don't think it's ticked usually, so you have to tick it yourself, and then a box will appear and you just type in whatever you want it to say. So I've just typed that in at the bottom. But yeah, I thought it was quite cool, so I can put a little message for you guys at the bottom of the screen after every stream, or in each stream. This Charger is quite heavy on the handling, and I know it's a muscle car, but it does like to slide quite a bit. No, that did not go well. Driving Adventure Gamer has a joke for us. Sorry if I get your name wrong. Yeah, what's the joke then? Let's know the joke. I have to get this skill. Oh no. I don't think we're gonna make it. Oh, just. Oh! Wall riding. Yeah, this car is not brilliant for wall riding. Oh! Yeah, don't want to bang off the walls too much. I don't like scraping my car up. Oh! I say that and I immediately crash into a minivan. Big slide going on from the Charger. The back end is completely undamaged. The front is actually not too bad because we have that auto repair feature in the Crew 2. It's a bit of a shame we can't have like simulation damage, sort of how you can in Forza Horizon. That's quite cool how you can turn that on and off. We do sort of have that, but it doesn't really affect the handling, I don't think anyway. Okay, so here's the joke from Driving Adventure Gamer. I'm actually just going to pull over so I can read it a bit easier. Joey goes into the shop and takes a bear. What customer goes to say for seller? I don't know. I'm guessing you are from Finland, so maybe your English is not too great. Don't want to offend you there, but it's a little bit difficult to read. I think it might have been supposed to say take a beer, because I don't know why you'd go to the shop and buy a bear, unless that's the joke. We're actually in some bear territory now. We're up in the northwest of the United States, where the big redwood trees are. And he has just posted the answer for us. Can you give me some smokes and get their bitch? I don't get the gate. I don't quite get that. But it's on screen for you guys to see, so if you get it, then shout at me in the comment section. Are we actually coming? Oh, we're actually, I think, in San Francisco now, because the waypoint that I set was outside of San Francisco. Whoops. So we have to drive through San Francisco to get to the pier bit where I wanted to go. And then I think from there we might go on the boat for a little bit. Where are we going? The waypoint has just disappeared. Oh, it's trying to reroute us, I think. I think we can go up here. You know what? We're gonna go for some boost up here. We've got a live reward. Try and find it. Right by it. Oh, we're going past it now. I'm just gonna quickly switch to the helicopter. Oops. No, it's not what to do. Helicopter's right at the far end. I might even have it set as my favourite car. I'm not entirely sure. Favourite, right, it's now my favourite air vehicle. I'm gonna switch to it just so we can see the, oh, there's not enough space to switch. Just so we can see the... I think it's... I've got this one once before. Oh, it's there. I can see it. This helicopter is not very easy to fly. There we go.
You just completed your first contract. Now, to get the reward, you need to go back to HQ. And remember, there'll be another new contract available tomorrow.
Oh, so we actually just got a... We just completed a contract, and I've completely reset myself, and now there's no waypoint. Right. Let's try and make it to this lake now. So we've got 4 people watching. Hello and welcome to the stream. Leave a comment and let us know who's watching. So we're just going over the Golden Gate Bridge now. That's quite nice. The Crew 2 is a really beautiful game. I don't really play much of the Crew 2. I do play it now and then, but yeah, there's not always a whole lot to do in the Crew 2. Obviously, doing this live stream road trip is, you know, that's something that's quite good. It is good for live streaming. But when you're sort of just off camera playing for yourself, it's not really a whole lot to do in the game. I just enjoy blasting around in some of my cars. That's really all I do when I'm off camera. I play quite a lot of GTA because there's always something to do in GTA. Almost everybody owns a copy of GTA who is a gamer, so there's always somebody to play with. But the Crew 2, not everybody, it's not a game for everybody, you know. It's a car game. Not everybody is a car person. Personally, I am a car person. I only own car games, but I know some people are like first person shooter kind of people. They enjoy that a bit more. I don't really enjoy that much. I have played a bit of Fortnite. It's not really a game that I enjoy. Well, it's not really a game that I would choose to play. But it is... that switch just really didn't go very well. It's not really a game I would choose to play, but I have played Fortnite before, and let me know in the comment section right now what game you guys want me to play in next week's stream. And whatever game it is, if I own it, then I will try and play it for you. Nope, that is just not going to happen. I'm just going to have to I'm going to have to find somewhere else to switch. I'm trying to switch my boat so we can go on a lake. We've got Sir Blue Beret Channel has joined the stream. He says hello, or she. Hello and welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying it so far, and let us know, as I say, what game you want us to play in next week's stream. So what we're going to do now, we're up here in San Francisco. I want to go to Las Vegas and check Las Vegas out. We're going to try and get there by boat, so I think we're going to have to go down here and then back up to Las Vegas here. We're going to see if we can try and get all the way. I don't know whether we can. So if I set a waypoint, does it then direct us through? Yeah, the boat sort of navigational stuff is not very easy, but I know we need to go somewhere over here. Here we go. So Sir Blue Beret Channel says I'm a guy. Thank you for clearing that up. I actually don't understand. I actually don't know why I didn't get that from the name, because Sir is usually a guy. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for clearing that up. Got my nice powerboat on the water here. The water physics is another thing in the Crew 2. It's absolutely amazing. I know it's not for everybody. I know not everybody enjoys the sort of boating aspect of the Crew 2. Personally, I'm quite a big boatman. I do love boating. I've never actually been boating before, and I don't own a boat or anything, but I just love boating in games. I don't know why, it's just something I find enjoyable. And it wasn't in the original game, but the water graphics in the original game were amazing, and so I'm very glad that they've added it in the second game, and hopefully they add it in the future games as well. We've got another live reward that's just started popping up on the radar there. Oh, we've gone past it. So here we need to take this turning. I'm just going to slow down a bit because we need to go off the turn. We need to go. Okay. I'm just going to set the next waypoint. And we've got another comment from the Sir Blue Beret Channel, and he says we need, in GTA 5 we need more boats. That is 100%. We definitely need more boats in GTA. I actually made a video the other day speculating a naval DLC in GTA. I know it's not something everybody is asking for, but it's definitely something that I would really like to see. So I asked for more amphibious cars in GTA Online. I don't know why, it's just something I'm crazy about, amphibious cars. So, but boat customization and more boats, I would love more boats in GTA Online, especially if we could customize boats. That would be really cool, because we can't really do that at the moment. The Vortex hovercraft from GTA San Andreas. That would be really cool because we don't actually have any hovercrafting game. And we've got another comment from Drive and Adventure Gamer, and he says, what games do you play? So the main game I play is GTA 5 at the moment, GTA Online I should say. I also play The Crew 2 obviously, I play quite a bit of The Crew 2. Farming Simulator 19, so I've been with the Farming Sim series since Farming Sim 13, so every new Farming Sim that comes out I always get that. I don't post a lot of content of Farming Sim on the channel, but I do play it off screen quite a bit. As far as other games I play, I have played a bit of Fortnite. I don't really play that much, but I have played it before, so if you want me to stream that, then I'll be happy to stream that. Other games that I own, War Thunder, so if you don't know what that is, it's a World War II sort of game, where it's like a World War II dogfight, aeroplane dogfight game, but they also have ground sort of units, so you can go in tanks and stuff. I don't really play much of that, but I do play that. And that's about it really. I do play some other games, I can't really remember. I haven't played them recently, so I probably don't play them very much. I can't quite remember every game that I play, but just as a main sort of thing, Farming Sim, Crew 2 and GTA is what I play at the moment. There has actually been quite a few leaks recently regarding GTA 6 coming out in 2020, so if you didn't know about that, I would quite like to, I'll definitely be getting a copy of GTA 6 when it comes out. It's just quite an uphill section for a boat. So yeah, when GTA 6 does eventually come out, I'll obviously be getting that. I've been with GTA since GTA San Andreas, so I'll definitely be getting GTA 6. Thank you very much, Sir Blue Beret channel. I appreciate the views there. I'm trying to get some more views on the channel because some of my videos do really well, some of them don't. The naval DLC concept has actually got quite big. That's one of my biggest videos at the moment. It's got about 300 views I think. And the week before that I posted a video about an import-export part 2 DLC concept, and that didn't get very many views, and then the week after I obviously posted the naval DLC and that's got over 300 views, so I can't understand sort of why. I don't know if it has to do with the tags that I've put in, or just whether it's the content, or yeah, I don't know, because they're both sort of GTA videos. I don't know whether a lot of people want a naval DLC and that's just why people like that video. But yeah, I would like to see a naval DLC, definitely. We've got another comment from Drive and Adventure Gamer. He says, what's the funniest moment for you? What sort of, I don't quite, do you mean what's the funniest gaming moment I've ever had, or the funniest moment on a specific game? The funniest gaming moment I've ever had, I don't honestly know. I don't know. I have posted some funny moment videos on the channel. I haven't really done any of them recently because they didn't really get many views, so I just assumed that people didn't really like those videos. But if you want to see like a funny moments type video, then definitely let me know, because I can make some of those videos if you guys like that. obviously part of streaming is finding out what content you guys enjoy me playing. I think we need to go... don't know which way we need to go. I think we needed to go down this way. I'll just check that on the map. Yeah. No, we don't want to go that way. We want to go behind us. Okay. That's going to take us out onto the coast. We don't want to go that way. We want to go over here. There's an exit. There it is. A little bit of uphill. I don't know if we can actually get all the way to Las Vegas by boat, but well, we're just going to give it a try. And then from Las Vegas, I want to go to maybe New York. We might fly to New York. Because it's quite a stretch, because we're going from the west coast to the east coast then. So, New York is all the way over on the east coast, so it's going to be quite a big stretch that. So we might just fly that stretch. Now it does show on the minimap the water ends here, but I think we can carry on. Yeah. 200 miles an hour in a speedboat, that's pretty impressive. But you can see, like, the boat I'm driving now, it's quite a cool, sleek looking boat. These are the kind of boats that we need in GTA. GTA doesn't really have any boats like this. And then big speed power boats would be really cool. Some of the jet sprint boats would be really cool. We had some jet sprint boats in GTA Online. I think people would really enjoy them, especially if they turn really fast. Yeah, there's quite a lot of sort of vehicles, not necessarily cars, but vehicles in the Crew 2 that would fit quite well in GTA as well. So I might make a video on the channel of that sort of Crew 2 vehicles that would fit in GTA. Let me know if you guys would like to see that video. We've got a downhill stretch now. It's easy to go. Oh, I think we might needed to turn off there. Yes, we did need to turn off, because in a minute, yeah, so we need to go back there, and then in a minute we need to start heading up there, back up towards Las Vegas. So we've had to sort of dip down a little bit and come back up to get to Las Vegas, because there's sort of no direct route. That doesn't matter. I think it was here the turning, was it? And this one? Yeah, there we go. We've got a big uphill stretch here. This boat does not like going uphill, and this is only like a tiny little river. So it's not really designed for this boat to go up here. You can see the engine is sort of bottoming out a bit. Might actually switch to the jet sprint in a minute, because I think the jet sprint go uphill a bit better as well. They're more sort of designed for this terrain. Yeah, we're just going to switch quickly to the jet sprint. No, I think, no. Oh, we could actually go in hovercraft. And the hovercraft aren't very easy to handle, so don't think we'll go in hovercraft. We'll go for the jet sprint. Yeah. These have very quick steering. But definitely the sort of most played part of the Crew 2 for me is the boat stuff. I really enjoy the boating aspect of the Crew 2. So obviously I've done all the... I've not done all the events, but I have, I think, sort of completed the Crew 2. there's not really an end to the Crew 2. They keep adding new events with each DLC, so you can never really say you've finished the Crew 2. But I've sort of done all the main events. I've just not been doing the new ones they've added. The live summit I find really annoying. It's not really something I enjoy that much. So I haven't really been playing that a whole lot. We did need to... oh, okay, so we need to turn off up here in a moment. A little bit further yet. I think it's just up here somewhere. Okay, so we need to go up here. Yeah, the live summit I haven't really been playing much, and the live extreme series that's just something I don't really enjoy either. The street racing part of the Crew 2 I do enjoy it. You know, I'm not saying I don't enjoy it, it's just not something that I usually play a lot. So we're actually going to go right in the centre of Miami to this sort of hotel thing. There is actually a jet sprint race around here. So we're going to go right up to here. And this bridge is going to be our finishing line up here. So now it's just a straight sort of line back up to Las Vegas. So I think we can make it all the way up to Las Vegas. Albeit this is quite a small little river that we're driving up. But in this thing we can go flat out, which is quite nice. And then other parts of the Crew 2 that I find quite enjoyable. The plane stuff I don't really like very much. Especially the air races. Some of them are like quite hard. I don't know if it's just because I'm doing them wrong, but they took me forever to do. The freestyle plane stuff, I was useless at that. I can never get enough points on them. Whoa. But the boat stuff I enjoy. The off-roading stuff is actually quite fun. The rallycross, that's probably my favourite thing to do in the Crew 2, rallycross. And yeah, the rally raid stuff, that's really enjoyable as well. And the monster truck events are quite fun sometimes. Not something I play a whole lot, the monster truck events, but I do enjoy those. Now I'm just watching because somewhere here we are going to turn off. I don't know when that is. We have to take sort of a right-hander to go towards Las Vegas. And also, let me know in the comment section, do you guys enjoy these Crew 2 sort of road trip style things, or do you want me to do more like events? Like, do you want me to play the events in the game more, or do you enjoy these sort of road trip events that I'm doing right now, where we just have a bit of chat and try out some of the different vehicles, explore the map sort of type? Let me know. And definitely, we've not had any comments yet of what game you want to see next week. So let me know in the comments, which game do you want me to play next Sunday. And I'm just going to stop here for a second so I can read. We've got another comment from Sir Blue Beret channel. He says, in real life, the USA, yeah, they made a stealth boat and Rockstar made it a stealth helicopter. Yeah, so basically what he's saying is, in real life there is a stealth boat, so you guys might know the Akula is a stealth helicopter that we have in GTA, and it allows us to sort of go off the map in like special stealth mode, and the USA developed a boat that could sort of do that. And so Rockstar took that feature and put it on a helicopter, and so Blue Beret Channel is basically saying, why didn't Rockstar put it on a boat? I agree with you fully. I wish they had put it on a boat, but I think the reason they put it on a helicopter was because they thought people would buy the helicopter more, because nobody really goes in the ocean on GTA Online, so there's no reason for them to need to go off the map, if you know what I mean. Because if you go in the sea on GTA, nobody's going to follow you unless they just jump in it. You know, if you jump in a boat and go in the sea to run away from somebody, they're just going to jump in a jet and blow you up because the boats are so slow. But personally, I really think they should add some stealth boats and some like really cool boats like this thing I'm driving now. If we had this in GTA Online and we were able to customize it, I think people would enjoy it. And it does seem like there is quite a big community, such as myself, that would like to see like a naval DLC, like boats and stuff. So yeah, I'm glad to see that some other people share my views that we do need boats in GTA Online. I'm just going to have another quick look on the map, see how far we have to go. Okay, so it's quite a way yet. The weather has turned a little bit in-game. The weather where I currently live is actually not that great either. You can see sort of on this face the sun is shining a little bit, but it's not actually very sunny outside. It's just light. It's getting pretty dark in game. I can barely see where I'm going. I'm actually sort of just navigating off the mini-map right now. I can see the trees and stuff, but not particularly easily. Finding where the water is not very easy. And so I've got to just sort of go off the map a bit here. Whoa! Yeah. Okay, we're just gonna jump off the road there. Do you reckon we can actually get all the way across? No, I don't think we can. Okay, so here, I'm just gonna pause again here to see which way we need to go. Yeah, so we need to go to the to the east, so we need to take this right. This right hand sort of stream over here. Would also be quite cool if with the Arena Wars stuff in GTA Online, they allowed us to add the sort of the boost feature, not the shunt boost feature, the nitro boost sort of feature. If we got new games, not new games, what am I on about? If we got new boats in GTA Online that were able to be customized, if we could add the boost so you could have NOS like I'm showing on screen, that would be really cool, because the boats in GTA Online are a bit slow, and I think if Rockstar did add new boats to GTA Online, they would probably be quite slow. So if we had a boost, that would be quite cool. But if some of the boats had like extreme customization, that you could have like a massive spoiler and superchargers, that would be really cool as well. So one of the most fan requested DLCs was the Biker DLC that we got a few years back, and that DLC had loads of cool biker customization. So there's a lot of people now that want a naval DLC. So if we got a naval DLC and we could have crazy customized bikes in the biker DLC, that would be just so cool. And we got a few more comments. We've got nay nay on the haters please. That comes from just lollygagging. I'm not actually gonna nay nay. One reason I don't actually know what nay nay is. And then he says become a plane. We're just gonna get to Las Vegas. We're just approaching it now. We're 2 miles from our destination, and then we're gonna head to the airport and fly from Las Vegas to New York. So we're gonna be a plane in just a minute. We've got a nice air racing P45 Mustang that we can go flying across the map in. So also let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think of the Sunday stream? Is Sunday a good day for you guys? Sunday personally is the best day for me. So that's why I've chosen to do it on a Sunday, from 4 till 6. So nobody's doing anything on a Sunday afternoon. Oops. Did not see that appearing. We've got another one there, that's yeah, Sunday is personally the best day for me, and obviously the 4 o'clock till 6, you know, everybody's getting home from work if they're at work on a Sunday, and so it's sort of the best time for me to have viewers, and it's also the best time for me to stream as well, because it's in the evening, people like to watch it. We've got a couple more comments. We got one from Minty Tom 4. Hello, welcome to the stream. He says, I think they're very cool. I think he's talking about the P45 Mustang there. And just lollygagging says, can you fly into the Twin Towers? I don't think the Twin Towers are in the Crew 2 because the map is set in 2019. Well, not 2019, 2018, because that's when it came out. And obviously the Twin Towers are no longer there, so I don't think we can do that. But if we go to New York and the Twin Towers are there, I'll definitely do that for you. And we've got another comment from Sir Blue Beret channel. He says, hold my beer, I'll deal with the hater. Thank you very much, mate. And just lollygagging says that's really unrealistic. Not sure what you find unrealistic, so let me know. Leave another comment. And there we go. We are all the way into... We are now in Las Vegas right here. In the sunny Las Vegas evening. The sun is just over there. So what we're actually going to do, we're just over here right now. We're going to cruise down here on the Las Vegas Strip. And we're going to drive to the airport. So I need to find... Actually, I can switch to a helicopter. Switch to a helicopter and I'll fly to the road. We'll take the Dodge Charger down the strip in Las Vegas. Something I was always wanted to do. And we're going to drive to the airport, and then from there we're going to fly all the way over to New York. So I'm just going to set a waypoint. I don't actually know whether we can get in this airport. I think we can. Otherwise we'll just sort of pretend to take off from there. I think, yeah, we can get in over here, so I'll set the waypoint for there. We're getting quite a lot of comments again. Just Ollie Gagging says it's unrealistic that there's no twin towers. Oh, I see what you mean. Well, there is no twin towers in real life, so I don't see how that's unrealistic. And he also says, how many civilians can you run over in one go? You can't actually run over civilians in the Crew 2. They just sort of move out of the way. Because if they allowed you to run over the civilians, then the age rating for the game would have to go up. So GTA is an 18. The Crew 2 I think is a 12, if I'm correct. So if they allowed you to run over pedestrians and kill them, then it would definitely have to be an 18 rated game. So you can't actually run over them. So to answer your question, none. You can't run over pedestrians. And Minty Tom 4 says swim to New York. Well, if you could swim in the Crew 2, I would do that. I would swim all the way around the map. It would take a while, but yeah. We've got another person watching, and that is Maximilian2212. Are you not allowed to play 18 rated games? I am allowed to play 18 rated games. I obviously play GTA 5, which is an 18 rated game. Just going to line up on the runway here, and we're going to switch to the P45 Mustang. Yeah, the reason, all I was trying to say was, if they made the Crew 2, oh, they've taken off already. Okay, I'm just going to stop there and set a waypoint for New York, so we know roughly where we're going. Don't know whether there's an airport in New York, so we might have to land just out of New York a bit. Oh yeah, there is an airport. Okay, we will land. Where are we going to land? We'll land here. We'll land on this one. Basically what I was trying to say is, if they made the Crew 2 an 18 rather than a 12, a lot less people would be able to buy it. So you would know, you can't buy an 18 game if you're under 18. You can play an 18 game if you're under 18, but you can't buy an 18 game under 18. So if the Crew 2 was an 18, a lot less people would be able to buy it. So yeah, that's basically what I meant by that. So it's a 43-mile trip from Las Vegas all the way over to New York Airport, but luckily we've got the P45 Mustang here. It's a beautiful plane, and we can do over 200 miles an hour, so it's going to make light work of this quite long trip. I have driven across the map in a car in previous games, in the previous Crew 2 game, so yeah, maybe next time, if you guys want me to play the Crew 2 in the next live stream, we'll drive all the way across just in a car, but today I wanted to get a bit of car in there as well. Sorry, I'm leaning my head with the roll of the camera. I wanted to get a little bit of plane, a bit of boat, and a bit of car in there, so might go for some first person, I think. Go for a cockpit view. That's quite a nice cockpit. And as I was saying earlier about them adding the boats to the Crew 2, I'm really glad they added planes as well, because it allows us to, one, get across the map a lot easier, because it's a big map. So if you can fly across the map, that is definitely a lot easier. But experience the map in a different way. So in the original Crew game we couldn't fly, we could only drive in the original Crew 2. We could only drive in cars, I mean. So to experience sort of like the sky, it's sort of like a new element. It's really cool. I like that. I'll go for some smoke, I think. I'll go for a loop-the-loop. Over the Grand Canyon we did the loop-the-loop. Minty Tom says, did you say the C word? I did not say the C word. Minty Tom also says, crash the plane. I'm not going to crash the plane because we've still got 34 miles to go. I'm going to crash it into the Twin Towers like you wanted me to. When we get to New York. If there is no Twin Towers, I'll just crash into a building. Go for some lows. Fly a bit low. See how low we can get this plane. So low the wheels pop up. No. So we've still got a 30-mile flight over to New York. That is totally unrealistic because that is not how far. That is definitely not how far it would be. But yeah, just a dog banging in the background there. So we've been streaming for an hour and 15 minutes nearly. Yeah, we're going to be streaming till 5 o'clock tonight, so have some other family events on this evening, so I won't be able to stream much later than that. But the following following Sunday streams are going to be from 4 o'clock till 6. So you know that. I'm actually surprised how fast we're going because we've almost made it to New York. My plane keeps pulling to the left, as you can see. I have to keep correcting it. I don't quite know why it's doing that. It's a little bit annoying. This is quite a good off-roading sort of area right here. We've got some trees. Let's see if we can go through the trees here. Keep it interesting on the stream. Oh, that was tight. We made it. $20 miles to go. unfortunately we can't actually drop a nuke because it's the crew 2, but yeah. And we can't fly over Hiroshima either because that is in Japan, and the crew 2 is set in America, so we can't do that either. Got some inverted flying. Bit crop dusting as well. Oh, I think we just grazed a telephone pole there. We've got 10 miles to go now till New York, so we are actually over on the East Coast now. Can actually see New York just up ahead there as we are approaching the 5-mile marker right now. I don't think it's taken us too long. You can let me know in the comments how long has it taken us actually to get across the map, because I didn't see what the screen time was when we set off, so I think it's only been about 15 minutes to get across the map in a plane, which in a car to get across the map from the old game, I remember it was about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get all the way across, so it was significantly longer. So yeah, we've got some telescopy things over here. Let's go and have a look, because we're not that far away from the airport now. Oh, I think these are like fuel reserves actually. Yeah. There's just quite a lot of them around, especially over here, there's quite a bunch of them. As we approach New York now, New York is to the left, you can see there. We'll go and do a fly over New York. I don't know which one is the Empire State Building. I don't know whether it's this one. I don't think it's this one, is it? No. Oh, I think is it that one? I think it's that one, isn't it? The big, it has a big pointy thing on the top, if I'm correct. Yeah, I think that's the Empire State Building, isn't it? That one there that we just flew over. Right, so we'll go over to the airport and we'll go and land there, and then from New York we're going to drive down to Miami. So we might do Ocean Drive in Miami and have a little look around there. Oh, Minty Tom says it's been 10 minutes and 39 seconds to cross the map. That is quite impressive. We didn't go all the way from the west to the east. We did actually we took off in Las Vegas, which is not all the way on the coast, so it'll probably take about 10 or 15 minutes to cross the map, which is pretty impressive. And there we are, that is touchdown in New York. So we're actually going to choose a different car, I think, to drive around. But you can see it's taking that long, it's not even showing us the whole route, but it's showing us sort of half the route. We took off here in Las Vegas and we've gone all the way across here and we've landed in New York. We've done a bit of a detour up here in New York, but we have now landed in New York. So I'm going to just have a little look on my cars list. I don't know which car we should take. Oh, that's the car log, that's not what I wanted to go on. Nissan Fairlady is my favourited street car at the moment, apparently. I don't know which car to take. I think we'll take the Lamborghini Miura. It's a very nice car, especially in lime green. It's taking quite a while to load this evening. So I'm just going to catch up quickly on the chat while we're having a little look here. Nothing is really happening at the moment. There we are. We have loaded in. So we're going to use the best car, the Fiat 500. I do actually have the Fiat 500, so we could take that. North Beach. Yeah, we'll start up here. Also, there is Hollywood in Miami. I don't quite know where that is though. I think it's up. That's Cape Canaveral, that's right here. That's where they launch the space shuttles from. So they actually have the space shuttle launching thing. That's quite cool. I did visit Cape Canaveral when we went to Miami. We did when we went to Florida, we did visit Cape Canaveral, and it is actually quite funny. This building is exactly like this in real life. We actually went on a bus tour that drove like right here past this building, but obviously it does have this flag on the side, but obviously where it is space is supposed to say NASA, but they can't obviously put NASA on for it's for thingy reasons, copyright reasons, so on the side here it says space instead of NASA, and I don't think it gives you the name of the space shuttle on the side, but it is quite cool that they've added that feature in. You can drive around Cape Canaveral, which is quite cool. And I'm not sure what's this area here. I don't think that's anything. They do have the the other part of the sort of two parts to there's Cape Canaveral, but then there's the other part which is more over here somewhere, and these seem to be all fields. So we might actually, I think what we might actually do is we might drive to Cape Canaveral. We might have a little drive through. I think that'll be quite cool to do that. So we'll set a waypoint there. And it is actually a lot further from Miami to Cape Canaveral than this in real life. I think it's about 100 and something miles when we did it, but yeah. Get a nice burnout going there in the Miura. I do like the Miura. So, oh, can we really not get out of here? There we go. Just have to teleport out, I guess. Illuminati there. There we go, that is a beautiful sounding car right there. It does good burnouts, it looks good. I would quite like a Miura in real life as well. It's a nice drift there. So it's a 17-mile drive now from New York all the way down to Cape Canaveral. We're going to have a little look around Cape Canaveral, and then we might do Ocean Drive if we have time. We'll just see how much time we have. But this Miura is going to make light work of that trip down to Miami. Not if I crash it into a bunch of SUVs though. It's not damaging the front of it, which is good. I was going to say, I do love the sound of the Miura, and then I instantly went and crashed into a wall. Ignore that. What I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to pull over on hard shoulder right here, and I'm going to put it in manual, because at the moment I'm driving in automatic, and I don't usually drive in manual. I'm not very good at driving in manual, but I'm going to give it a go, see whether I can do this short leg to Miami in manual. So to use gear up, you can see on the left there it says you've got to use the bumpers R1 and L1. So we're going to knock it into first and set off here. So you can rev it a lot more as well. You can rev the sack off it if you really want to. See, I'm letting it go right up to the rev limiter and then change gear, so you can hear the noise of that car so much better. Knock it down a gear and back up again. Oh. Especially when you're going through a tunnel, that is the perfect noise then. I'm just trying to find the turning here. I hit the rev limiter there. Oh, that was enough for walls. It's quite a straight line from New York down to Miami. could go up into 5th, but I just want to hear the noise of that. I've actually gone down a gear. I've gone down into 3rd when I was supposed to go up into 5th, but oh well. I'm bouncing off every wall as we go down to Miami. There we go, that's 5th gear right there. And we're doing 160 miles an hour. "10 miles till Cape Canaveral." Now we're in the tunnel, let's knock it down again. I can get past all these trucks. Didn't quite get the timing right there. I got stuck behind some trucks, but I was trying to knock it down a gear so you guys could hear the engine in the tunnel, but yeah, didn't quite go as I planned. Now we've got a weird sort of we've got a weird loopy thing to get onto the motorway. So Blue Beret channel says, "I think I saw a Ford C-Max." I'm sure there was a Ford C-Max there somewhere. There's quite a lot of NPC cars that you can actually purchase off the catalogue. So a lot of the NPC drivers, a lot of the NPC drivers have Chevrolet Camaros, the new Chevrolet Camaros, and they have the new Dodge Chargers as well. That's 7,000 RPMs right there and into 5th. That is the perfect sound as we thunder down into Cape Canaveral. There is only 5 gears in the Miura, as it is a classic car, and I immediately throw it into a bus. I just love the way it backfires in manual. See if we can get it to backfire again. Can't quite get it to do it right now. I think between 3rd and 4th, if we get it right on the rev limiter, it should. There we go, that's the one. "2 miles till Cape Canaveral." Rev limiter just reminded me there that we need to go up a gear. Bit of tyre smoke from the wheels there, and up into 5th. And off in the fields. Slam it in reverse. Actually going to go for a nice burnout start from that recovery. spinning the tyres in second gear, that's quite impressive. The good thing with manual is when you're doing a burnout, you can do a burnout for much longer, because if you're in automatic, it bangs it up into fourth, up into second quite fast, unless you change the gear ratios in the advanced settings. So you can keep it in first as long as you want, and then you can change it up into second sort of when the burnout's finished. So you can do a lot longer burnouts when you're in the manual. And the other cool thing with manual is if you're going downhill and you leave it in neutral, it will actually just freewheel. I'm actually going right into Cape Canaveral, going to drive right through it. Okay, backfire as we enter into NASA there. That's how they like it. Fire and fuel. This is quite a nice road we've got here along the beach. Nice and straight until we get a corner in a minute, and then we're going to go flying off. There we go, that's it, flying off the side. We're going to see now if we can drive through the sort of pylon bits of Cape Canaveral. Oh, we've actually started going back up again. That's not where I wanted to go. The clouds are giving us some visibility issues right now. We actually want to head right. I think the launch pads, yeah, I'm just trying to look as best I can. The launch pads are right along this side, so I'm going to set a waypoint for here. That's one there. Oh, that big. Ah yeah, so we will come past the shuttle one there, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. We're actually going the wrong way. So I'm just going to turn around because I like this road. On the rev limiter into fourth gear there. Oh yes, into fifth as we go over the bridge, doing 150 miles an hour, bouncing off the side of a bridge. I think if you did this in real life, you would probably be buggered. But as this is the Crew 2, we're completely fine. Just take out a lamppost for good measure there. Yeah, so we just went the wrong way at that junction. We went on that road. We had a nice blast up on that road. So we're actually just going under right now. This is the space... Oh, have we already come past that? I think it was over here a bit more, wasn't it? Not quite sure. Is this the one where the space shuttle is actually on? There's one where the space shuttle is actually on the pad I wanted to go past, but I don't quite know where it is. Ah, we've come past it up here. It's right there. We did actually drive past it, you can see the line right here. This guy I think is doing donuts around the space shuttle, which is quite interesting. We've got some more comments in the comment section. We've got Yazag I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if that was wrong. And he says save the turtles. There was actually a big turtle sanctuary that I went to when I went on holiday to Florida. We went to the Keys and we went to a turtle sanctuary down there. So in Florida, turtles is quite a big thing. So yeah, save the turtles. Hashtag save the turtles in the description. Or in the comments even. And he also says, I have subbed. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We're actually going for 1,000 subs. I think at the moment we're at 134, if I'm correct. So I don't think we're going to get 1,000 by the end of 2019. Although that would be nice. I don't think that's going to happen. But you never know. With your guys' help, might be achievable. I would like to try and reach 1,000 subs. So if you want to help us with that goal, and you're watching and you've not subscribed yet, then definitely hit that subscribe button to let us know your support. It'd be greatly appreciated. And also make sure to check back with us every Sunday, because we're going to be streaming now every Sunday from 4 till 6, except today. Today is going to be from 3 till 5, but 2-hour streams. Let us know right now what game you want us to play next week, and if it's a game that I have, then yeah, we can definitely play that. I don't have every game in the world, and I'm not going to specially buy games for the stream, but if it's a game I have and you guys want to see it, then I'll definitely play it for you. So I think at the moment we've just come into Miami. So I'm just going to pull over to the side so we can have a look where we are, because I don't quite know where we are. I think, yeah, we're in the top of Miami now. We're actually going right through Miami, so I wanted to go over here and do Ocean Drive, but I think what we're going to do that is a little bit easier oh, that's the airport right there. We're going to go right to the bottom. I think this is called Arthur's Bridge or something right here. I've been over this bridge. We're gonna go right here to the bottom. I'm gonna set a waypoint and we're gonna drive all the way along here and all the way up. This is Ocean Drive, this front section here, and then we'll go back up here. And we're at 1 hour and 44 minutes at the moment. Drink. If we get time, we might also go to the Everglades, because that is just around the corner. We'll see how much time we have. First we're going to do Ocean Drive, because that's something I've done in real life, and it's something that I quite fancy doing now. See how it compares to real life. You just see the skyscrapers up ahead from the Miami skyline right there. Just missed that taxi if I can. I just love it in this thing when you knock it down again. The noise that it makes is just amazing. And then you get that backfire. Oof. It's just amazing. Much as I love the supercharged noise of the Dodge Charger, I do like a good Lamborghini Miura. Although at the moment I'm smashing up on every SUV that I come across as I swerve to the other side of the road. Still driving that manual transmission at the moment. I'm going to put it back into automatic in a moment, I think. because it's just a little bit easier driving. I don't have to keep thinking about changing gear. Although I have done whatever it was, 20 miles from New York to Miami with the manual transmission, so I can drive manual. It's just not very easy. Obviously in real life when I'm driving I have to drive a manual, but in a video game it's just not quite as easy. Yazag says, can I join you? You're very welcome to, but I will be leaving in just a moment. I'm going to be streaming till 5 o'clock this evening because I have some family events on this evening, so I won't be able to go any further, stream any longer than that, unfortunately. But definitely next week we'll be streaming 2 hours each week from 4 till 6, so definitely check in on Sunday. So that is it, that is the Star of Ocean Drive right now. There is actually a drag run that I think you do down here. I'm just actually going to pull over real quick and put it back into the automatic transmission because it is a little bit easier, or sequential as they call it in America. They always like to word it something different. So I've actually done this drive in real life. I'm not really noticing it much at the moment. There was some big skyscrapers when sort of on my right when I came here. I think in a minute we're going to see some big skyscrapers. Yeah, we got the skyscrapers on the right now. So yeah, this is definitely how it was when I came to Miami. We've got a comment from Callum Ross. How you doing, Callum? He says, whoa, it's mirror time. Yeah, it's always mirror time with me. I do like a good mirror. As well as a Mini. If we could get a classic Mini in the Crew 2, I would never not drive that. That would be the only car I would drive, so it's probably kind of good they don't have that in real life, in the Crew 2 even. Yeah, this is definitely how I remember Miami. It is sort of, well, Ocean Drive at least. Can't honestly remember. My hotel was sort of somewhere on Ocean Drive, which was quite nice. If we go past what looks like it, then I will definitely point it out. Sort of doing Ocean Drive is sort of like cruising the strip in Las Vegas. It's a similar kind of thing. So you get quite a lot of cool cars driving by at night. So I'm not trying to blast it through here because it's quite nice scenery. But there is somewhere along Ocean Drive, I remember there was, Trump had some towers, so Donald Trump. Not the main Trump Tower obviously, but he did have some towers there, so. Yeah, we're still on. Okay, I think the hotel I stayed in was somewhere about here. It was on the left somewhere here. They're probably not going to have it in this game, but... In fact... No, I don't think that was it. It was somewhere like this. It was like in a central reservation type bit. Yeah, it was about there somewhere. I don't think they're going to have it in the game because they can't add every building the same. But yeah, that's roughly where it was. It was a really nice hotel, and didn't really enjoy Miami that much. Wasn't my favourite part of the holiday, but yeah, it was definitely nice to see. So yeah, that is Miami. We've done Ocean Drive, and we've still got a little bit of time left, so I actually quite fancy going and doing the Everglades, because that is just right here, near New Orleans. And I just want to check something out quickly. We've got the West Florida coast here. I did stay on the west as well, but the place I stayed is not on there, which is a bit of a shame, but yeah. Now I'm just trying to find... Oh, the Everglades are here, aren't they? There they are. We might jump in a hovercraft, go do a bit of hovercrafting. We've got another comment from Sir Blue Beret channel. He says, do you have a GTA 5 crew? I do have a GTA 5 crew. I can't honestly remember what it's called, but after this video I'll definitely link it in the description for you. So if you want to join my GTA crew, then feel free to. I can't honestly remember what it's called right now, but I'll link it in the description after this video, so if you want to join my crew then you can do that. We're going to jump in a hovercraft right now. Another thing that I think they should add to GTA 5, hovercrafts. What's this boat? I've not seen that before. I think we'll go with this camouflage one. So in GTA San Andreas we could get the Vortex hovercraft, which actually looked very similar to what I'm driving right now. It was an open top hovercraft like this, just a single seat with a fan, and I think it did have lights on the front, but the exhaust sort of came out the side, so sort of like it does there. Yeah, that's definitely, if they had something like this in GTA 5, I could definitely see them adding something like that. It was a really cool car in GTA San Andreas, so yeah, they could add it to GTA 5. As we go through the Everglades, I think there is actually a race in the Everglades, if I'm correct. Oh, it's actually in the Bayou area over here, which is kind of similar to the Everglades. It's just a little bit smaller. You can see it's like a swampy area. We're actually going to go and do this race, because I've done this race but not for a while, so yeah, let's jump into this race. There we go, opening the gates to the race. I've not driven the hovercrafts in the Crew 2 for a while because they kind of have a weird handling. You've got to sort of point over there to get straight, if you know what I mean. If you've played the hovercrafts then you all know they have sort of a weird handling. They are really fun, the hovercraft races. I'm glad that Ubisoft added them. I'm glad they added a bunch of different hovercrafts and not just kept this hovercraft. So you've got a bit of choice for hovercrafts that you can choose from. You know, hovercrafts you can go in, which is nice. blast into first place right there. That's another feature they've added with the Hot Shots update, is the sort of name over players thing that you can see going on, so you can actually see a bit better who is in what position. So it gives you the position.
Tell me you're not going to hover there.
Hilarious. It gives you the sort of position number and then who is in that position. So just small little game improvements like that, such as the overhead racing line. They're just small improvements, but they make the game so much better. So I'm glad to see Ubisoft doing that. And I'm glad that they're branching out into different racing styles. They're not just sticking with the traditional, you know, Formula 1, street racing, you know, off-road racing. They're branching out into like hovercraft racing and air racing. They're sort of, there's not really many games I can think of that have those style racing in them. I'm sure there'll be a hovercraft racing game out there, but yeah, Crew 2 has definitely got some unique racing, which I enjoy that. The unique racing is what Crew 2 is why the Crew 2 is so much better than like similar games. That's why I like it. There's a lot of option for different racing in it. This is actually not my most powerful hovercraft, so that's why I'm not doing so well at the moment. I've gone in my, I've got the XK Armored, that is my best hovercraft. Probably be doing a lot better. Just straight checkpoint there. But this hovercraft it's doing alright. It's actually a lot more fun because we get to battle a little bit more with people and not just out in the front, out in first all the time. Back into first. Oh, let's just slip back into first. Harold, what kind of name is Harold? If there's a Harold watching the stream, I apologise. There we go, that's it. Coming up to the finish line in a moment. If we can just stick it out in first for a little bit longer, that'll be nice. A couple more turns and I think that's it. There's the finish line. Yeah, we're quite a bit ahead. And across the line in first. That's how to win a hovercraft race. They're not too bad. They're quite easy to win. We got a nice 16 grand for winning. And we got some icon points as well, and we got some parts for our hovercraft. So that is it for today's stream. We did a bit of a road trip from the, well, basically all around the map. We did a bit of hovercraft racing, we did Ocean Drive, I've just run over an alligator, which is nice. So I hope you enjoyed today's stream. If you did, please leave a like, it would be greatly appreciated, and if you're new watching this stream, then definitely subscribe, because I'll be doing streams every Sunday from 4 till 6, and there'll be some videos coming out as well, so definitely make sure you subscribe to keep up to date with that. And also let us know in the comment section what video you want me to play next. Next Sunday, if nobody lets me know, then I will just pick a game It'll probably be GTA 5, maybe get the lads on as well. But with that being said, thank you very much for watching this stream. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next Sunday.